All right, let's talk about one of the most effective supplements you can take for muscle endurance and strength. That is creatine, usually in the form of creatine monohydrate. So, how creatine works is it's primarily stored in skeletal muscle, and skeletal muscle can usually hold a maximum concentration of creatine around 150 to 160 millimoles per kilogram of lean muscle. So it's not stored in fat. And the way creatine works, people say that it helps with ATP production, and primarily what they mean when they say this is when ATP is used up, it turns into ADP, adenine diphosphate, which is not very effective in producing energy or during any sort of workout. Any sort of workout requires a lot of ATP, and so skeletal muscle stores creatine in two forms. When you ingest creatine, it goes into the muscle as creatine and also phosphoryl creatine. And it's this phosphoryl creatine that helps it catalyzes and turns ADP back into ATP by transferring a N-phosphoryl group to ADP to rephosphorylize the ADP molecule into ATP, which elevates your levels of ATP production during a workout. So this is why creatine will help you do that extra rep on like a given set on a bench press or any other sort of exercise. And people say, it's kind of a common misconception, that you don't need to load creatine. You actually do during, it is helpful to load creatine if you haven't taken it in a while, or if it's your first time taking it, because creatine is stored it plateaus at that 150 to 160 millimoles per kilogram of muscle, and also your kidneys will expel excess creatine at 1 to 2 grams per day. But in order to reach the maximum level, if you haven't supplemented with creatine before, or if your diet is primarily vegetarian, because creatine exists in, again, skeletal muscle protein from actual meat, which can contribute, a couple grams a day, not the kind of amounts you can reach through supplementation. So it's recommended that you take 20 grams for about 2 days, 2 to 3 days really maximum. You don't need to take 20 grams for a long period of time. That's just going to be unnecessary and hard on your kidneys. In fact, your kidneys can't actually expel that much creatine. So 20 grams for 2 days is highly recommended if you have been off creatine for a while. And that's going to help you reach that maximum saturation in your skeletal muscle. And 5 grams per day afterwards is a good maintenance amount that will help you maintain that elevated level of creatine throughout your workouts. And creatine is one of those supplements that actually has quite a significant effect on your performance. In fact, in this study by Rawson and Volek in 2003 and several other studies, they found in resistance training that creatine increased the maximum force output about 8%, which is quite significant when it comes to resistance training. All right, that's all. I'll see you later.